This does not even deserve a captain's log introduction. Hey guys, this is dead serious. Mr. Tiny, Stephen Bonnell. We covered Destiny's first round of allegations earlier this year around him sharing intimate videos with other people to this 19-year-old OnlyFans girl named Rose, which some of them might have been allegedly unconsensually recorded in the first place. Some of their DMs that we have between Rose and Destiny is Destiny, fuck, have you ever worn a plug before? With Rose saying butt plug. If so, yes, I wear one at least a couple times a week while I'm out, smiley face. Destiny saying, I've been using one for the past 2 days and oh my god, it's intense. Rose saying, did anything specific happen that made you want to try the butt plug? Destiny saying, well, just home masturbating, thinking about sucking on a guy and decided to try it. Rose saying, where did you get it from? Destiny saying, it's Melina's lol.
If there was a technology that could instantly turn you into a woman,
yeah,
you wouldn't hesitate to turn into a woman.
I'd like to feel a dick inside me.
Yeah.
Which Melina is Destiny's ex-wife. She left him for some 19-year-old TikToker. It's really fucking embarrassing. However, though, Melina was also included in the leaks of the possibly unconsensually recorded material that was, again, 100% unconsensually shared with this Rose person. Not only that, he tried to fuck this girl who likes to carve swastikas into her leg. That's cool. Anyway, Destiny has been kind of a little bit agitated, to say the least, going as so far to taunt Kiwi Farms. He said, it's funny because they think I'm hiding stuff about Rose since she's underage. The only reason I actually haven't mentioned much about her is because I know it makes those retards dig harder. If they want more, go on. They went to blank college, good luck. J-Stock on Twitter said that he posts multiple images of the name of her college and what he recalls to be her degree program. He intentionally set up this woman to be doxxed in the exact same manner he constantly lies about myself or Queeman doing. Very sick guy. Kiwi Farm's ability to investigate anything is super pathetic. I thought it was just some crazy investigator shit, but now I realized it was just some no-life obsessively stalking all of my social media that allowed someone to do it. After Destiny poked and prodded Kiwi Farms because he's a fucking moron, people inevitably found her. They posted Tuesday saying Rose was 100% undeniably 17 years old when Destiny was trying to fly her out and was sexting her. Showing pictures of her LinkedIn where she appeared on the news, on her friend's Instagram, until we get to the point where it says Destiny started sexting her at the start of 2022 when she still would have been 17 and continued for many months. Allegedly, until she turned 18, we have the solo logs that confirm that he was sexting her from the start of 2022, but here is Destiny in his own words saying as such.
Just tipped $1.
Look at all my
Imagine how disappointed Lauren Southern felt after finding out Destiny dumped all their logs to a literal 19-year-old he's just started sexting.
It was a one.
Actually, we'd been sexting for months, thank you.
He's 13 years old now.
Oh, dang it! Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
This blue-haired freak. I guess he's not. I guess he doesn't have blue hair anymore. But you know. Actually, we've been sexting for months. Actually, yeah. Woo! According to this traffic violation, you can see that their birthday is in October of 2004, without a day specified, and it matches the same name and the same city that person was in. Meaning, at the time of the messages that he sent the recordings of him having sex with other people to, that would have been a 17-year-old.
If you just because you molest a child doesn't make you a pedophile. That's
Yes, it does.
When you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. You know, don't give me this fucking, just because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fucking freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards any of those people is really fucking weird.
And they also use this because it cites her address, which they found on Google Maps, which shows a car parked in front of her house, which matches the same size and shape of a Kia Soul, which she is in this picture that they post here. So taunting them is kind of fucking retarded, especially wanting them to get a dox of someone. Pretty much all but confirmed that this is actually Rose. Again, at the time we thought was a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, but in reality was a 17-year-old girl.
If you want to join me, cool.
Oh, I'm 18.
In the thread, it reads, someone reached out to me a week ago to tell me that they had screenshots of Destiny's and Rose's first Twitter interactions, in which he tells her that she looks underage, asks to see her ID, she refuses, but still goes on to sext her. Now, this person still hasn't responded back, and I don't think Destiny would spread that around, so the only other possibility is for the emailer to be solo, so make of that what you will. And in the email titled Proof, it says, I am not solo, a friend of mine is employed by Destiny. Destiny, the retard, started a server of approximately 10 people with the purpose of finding Rose. You're correct in that they failed. He shared the attached image with the server, as well as sharing videos of her having sex with older men and other NSFW with the purpose of identifying her and identifying the hotel. She was 17 years old in the majority of the porn he shared with the server. Other members of the server had to tell him that if he's going to continue sending photos of her and videos of her, to please blur the genitals, because they don't want to get in trouble if it turns out she was underage. I don't know how damning the screenshot will be. I don't use Twitter, therefore I'm unaware of why her side of the DMs are missing, or why his own information is at the top of the DMs as opposed to hers. My best guess is if an account is deactivated and you you revisit your DM thread with them, that's how it appears. Those features of the screenshot made me initially question the credibility of it, but I don't believe my friend would lie, as they are still completely indoctrinated by Destiny, and I have no reason to believe they would try and sabotage him. To where we get this screenshot of alleged DMs between Destiny and Rose on April 3rd, 2022, with Destiny saying, "You're hot as fuck, but 18, what the fuck? Also 1 day old account. Ooh, well, I mean, I'm flattered. If you want to do, yeah, sure, preferably 1 year in ID, so I know you're at least 18, smiley face.
And I like how you're at least 18 years old.
Just writing something with a piece of paper is more than enough. Yeah. Again, it's just a screenshot, so this could be real, could not be real. If you suppose that someone could possibly be underage and you're going to engage in sexual conversations with them and do sexting, share nudes, anything else, you should ask for an ID. That's the least you could do. After all of this happened, everyone started freaking the fuck out and sharing everything they had everywhere. People posting DMs and everything. One of those people also being Nathaniel J. Bonnell, I don't fucking care, which is Destiny's child, not the group, unfortunately. It's Destiny's son. Okay, look at this guy. Imagine his voice, and I'm going to show it to you in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. I just feel like those are the final people on the internet that I can kind of relate to.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy. Nothing really against him, but I guess that's what you end up sounding like when you grow up without your father because he's too busy fucking 19-year-olds or talking to 17-year-olds in his DM. Maybe don't be a political commentator because then it gets stuck with this. Then you get stuck with shit like this to where your 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old son says that he's a Nazi.
I've been seeing your posts on Twitter about like being a Nazi. So I was wondering, like, is that like, are you joking with those posts?
I mean everything I say completely. Sometimes I come up and it comes off as a joke because I say it in a joking manner.
And is sharing screenshots of you sending porn to a minor and being sexual with a minor, talking about sticking butt plugs up your ass because you want to gobble cock like a fat kid eating cake. A lot of people are like, what's the issue? The age of consent in most places is 16. Who gives a shit? She was 17. Here's the thing. The age of consent, which being 16 in a lot of places, is true. However, there is not a single state that allows you to send porn to children who are under 18. It doesn't matter if they're 17 years, 11 months, and 21 days old. Sending pornographic material to that person is illegal. So Destiny here would have committed a crime. Now, if this screenshot is real, showing that he didn't actually do the due diligence of making sure that this person he was going to engage with sexually send porn of and have porn sent of them to him, which he kept, Destiny would have been participating in sharing and receiving child pornography.
You're not canceled! You're a criminal!
Also, sharing porn with a minor, which is something that Pyrocynical did. Not too many people care. Now, Dan Saltman, despite the fact that he's been sweeping for Destiny since the first drama started, where he was sending, again, videos of him having intimate moments with other people, unconsensually to other people, Dan has officially jumped ship. Surprisingly, this is where he actually decided to stop. He tweeted, "If you've been living under a rock, I have stepped back from AE," which is his and Destiny's podcast, Anything Else. Surprisingly, this is what it took. Multiple people are trying to sweep for Destiny, including Icarus Bath, which looks like some Indian dude on Twitter, saying, "Inshallah, hold the line, my brothers and sisters," with a really cringe Warhammer and Lord of the Rings compilation of battles. Dude, it's like us. We're like them. We're like resisting everybody, dude. Look at us. We're strong. We have to defend each other. We also have this amazing edit. Thank you, Shamu.
She knows. She knows. Hey.
Now again, despite me kind of shitting on Willy Mac earlier, he did release a video 2 days ago, yesterday, titled "I Reported Destiny to the Police," where he talks about how with his conversations with Destiny admitted that he actually still had child porn on his computer, or at least what he believed to be child pornography.
Not why I went to the police. It's because he continued to write. I didn't know this until way later, but the video she recorded with other guys, the file names are like screen recording, blah, blah, blah. And then he shows me a screenshot of the top of a video clip and says, her boyfriend was recording these on Skype calls. That's absolutely insane to think about him doing all of this if she was 17. If you were sending me this, I'm guessing you still have that video. Destiny replies, depends on why you're asking. But yes, I created copies of all of our messages and everything when that court case started. Just to be clear, he's admitting to having alleged CP downloaded on his computer. He literally has the video open as I'm talking to him. I have an obligation to preserve relevant evidence, etc. So I created backups of all of the important / relevant conversations. He continues, I don't think I'm allowed to delete it, LOL. I don't know if it counts as hiding / destroying evidence. I reported this to the police and recorded my interactions and calls with the detective.
You just have CP. You can view it any time, and everyone's supposed to believe that you're not going to view it. You're going to jail. Jesus Christ. That's why don't you submit the evidence to the police and then get rid of it? Why are you still holding on to it? Food Shops was also brought into this with Hellbent tweeting, Willy Mac has reached to the line and tapped out. Can not so erudite rise to the sweeping challenge.
I wouldn't have as much cool stuff if God didn't agree with me. Woof. Mm. Bark. Bark, bark. Bark. Bark.
with conspiracy lemur saying, what will Food Shop say? And Food Shop says, I won't ever bend to people who are just expecting me to disavow and virtue signal. After all, I see Willie Mack show virtue signaling and he's still getting it. J-Stock doesn't even believe in disavows as anything meaningful. These wretched creatures are disingenuous. This person actually wants to rape children.
Here's my question. So you said that you were afraid of lolly before, and your therapist recommended that you expose yourself to her, that you said consume it.
Yeah.
Because so you started doing that as your self, as you put it, self-prescribed or self-maintained exposure therapy.
I hate to even set up this hypothetical, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's say you're a pedophile and you're trying to hold yourself off with lolly, right? To try and like hold yourself off so you don't.
I am a pedophile. I am a pedophile.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's not like Destiny doesn't have a history of talking about minors in a sexual way, right? Like that one time he took a 16-year-old girl to go shooting. I'm sure he was really respectful of her being a 16-year-old at the time. It didn't make any weird sexual comments.
But the way I didn't know this until I started watching her shoot, right? But what happened was when she fired, right, when she was shooting like this and she shot, the way that the recoil traveled through her body would make her ass jiggle in the most delicious fucking way. Oh my god, it was the most beautiful fucking sight I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. I don't know how it worked, but just every time she shot, the way that her body absorbed the recoil, there was like that ass jiggle every shot. Oh my fucking god. It was the best fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was like 16. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with streaming. I'm done with streamers.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. People are also trying to defend Destiny having any of the child porn on his computer still. Like a woo enjoyer on Twitter saying this is such a stupid thing to say. He's required to preserve evidence for his trial. You think you should just delete evidence because it makes you feel bad because it's scary?
And if you read the story and you still think it's CP and how he's some kind of like CP owner who loves it, you're a fucking idiot. And if you don't see that, if you don't see why him having a court case where this is relevant and his lawyer tells him not to delete it doesn't matter, like, I don't know, I think you guys are a bit lost.
Because you're supposed to turn over evidence and get rid of it yourself. That way the proper authorities can have it and you don't have access to it, you fucking moron. But make sure you buy your Destiny branded butt plugs like Nick Andros posted here. Despite Willie Mack completely trying to act as if Destiny did anything good in his previous video where he accused falsely of Queeman doxing him and his wife.
But my dox originated on a niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers. They're like, why aren't you mad at Destiny? He quote tweeted your dox too.
Why aren't you mad at Destiny himself?
Destiny's defending my already viral dox.
I'm sorry, Willy. I don't know if this fucked Willy or not. Oh, I guess maybe he sounds like he doesn't fucking do it, but now I don't care. Now I just like, fuck it. Your dox. I'm not gonna let that slow me down.
It's actually kind of nice to see someone with a big audience who I've criticized in the past stand up for me and say this is wrong.
Destiny said, when I was in Israel a year and a half ago, the Mossad did actually want to hire me for propaganda. But I said it would be way too obvious. They offered me a cutie pie in exchange for it, but I said my Vyvanse arc made it not appealing. I didn't want to say anything, but I noticed that the exact same Israeli agent that they were offering me just so happens to be Willie Mack's wife. One of the victims of Destiny's infamous rape machine, Pixie, I have a hangnail now, so that's cool, posted he knew the entire time, which I mean to anyone would be pretty obvious, but in response to that, Destiny said, guys, make sure to check the ID of everyone you talk to, unless, and shows a picture of them talking in DMs, or Pixie talked about how they would bartend at certain places in NYC to get into nightclubs and they would use a fake ID. Destiny's defense here is that, well, even if I asked for it, maybe they would have been a fake ID anyway. It doesn't matter. That would have been your due diligence. You could have claimed that you had no idea that this person was underage because of all the evidence provided to you. At that point, you could have had plausible deniability. You do not have that. You asked for an ID, they said no, and you just assumed for some reason based off their word, despite you even saying that they look underage, that they were 18. Now, in Destiny's official response, he said that almost everything in this DM is wrong. Willie Mack is running cover because he wants to get in with the boys again, and Ethan is trying to distance himself. I have no CSAM on my computer. I have only complied with my legal obligations for my court cases. The 60 gigabyte screenshot is related to a claim that the Rose person made. Someone whose name and birth date reliably confirmed. You told Willie Mack that you still had the files on top of the fact that you were sharing files with people. People saw what you were posting. People have seen the videos and even asked you to blur the genitals because they don't know if this person's 18. But it's really looking like Destiny, Mr. Stephen Bonnell, that you do have CSAM and that you were spreading CSAM to other people. Ah, how the cookie crumbles. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Oh yeah, the Vaush stuff. Why is it always these people? Someone who said, the way I see it, the age of consent exists out of respect for the numerous power imbalances older people have over younger people. As those imbalances, or at least some of them, are redressed through the advent of socialism, the age of consent should therefore be lowered. Thank you. Also said, remember, in all the times you could have been born into, you're living in an era of relative prosperity, and you always have the capacity to better your living situation. future's full potential. Also, when you're 18, you can see my dick, and that's pretty rad. Thanks, Vaush. Hasan has been having a field day with this, making multiple videos despite saying, I don't like covering drama. I'm not a drama slop tuber. You are a political drama slop tuber, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't act like you're something you're not. However, let's not forget the original accusation here of him sharing intimate pictures and videos of other people without their consent to another person. Now, that would be crazy if there was a clip of Hasan saying that he wouldn't mind being able to view intimate pictures or videos from other people that didn't give him consent to view by just passing by and maybe accidentally seeing them.
Nah, if on accident, like maybe I'm walking by and I see it, like
yeah, like one of those.
That's like more ethical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like
if
you're
you're
directly showing it to me, it's unethical.
That'd be crazy if there was a clip like that, right, guys? This video's gone on long enough. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't subscribe to Destiny. Don't dye your hair blue. And I love you guys so much. Goodbye.